for not a triple-digit day. Yesterday was just so hot.
Oh, man. Yesterday, I mean, it was the hottest day out of the year at 103 degrees. Did you feel the heat? Appropriate for the last day of summertime for those kids that did head back to school today for Austin ISD. Today, though, marks kind of a transition towards what's going to be a wetter and slightly cooler weather pattern as we head into the remainder of the week. Right now, as we take a look at our radar, we are tracking some rain that's now beginning to gradually spread from east to west. Some thunderstorms there as well. We'll be tracking this cluster that will eventually be making its way into our area here as we head into the next few hours. This is a loop over the next about 6 hours where this gradually will progress off towards the west and bring us some showers and storms. Out the door right now, while we're currently dry here in downtown, we're seeing those clouds fill back on in. Temperatures at 86 degrees both at the airport and Camp Mabry. I don't think we'll quite be reaching 100 degrees anymore today because of the cloud cover and the fact that this rain is going to be arriving a little bit earlier on. I think by about 2 o'clock or so we start to see a few of these pop up across the area as this continues to spread off towards the west. Some showers and storms possible for around that pickup time for kids and for the evening commute. They'll be hit or miss, but a few of us running into some downpours, some lightning, and those slowly start to come to an end after about 8-9 p.m. this evening. 98 degrees for high today, 40% chance for those showers and storms. A hot afternoon, but I am tracking a weak front that's going to start to move through for your Wednesday and Thursday. This will bring us the return of some rain. We'll have to watch out for an isolated flood risk for midweek, but then also a cool down. I'll show you the changes we're anticipating behind that front coming up.
Thank you, Casey. Weather, if they wanted to launch today, do they have clear weather?
No.
Don't launch today, Ray.
Not today. We got lightning in the sky. We got those tall building cumulus clouds, although I know you're not supposed to launch in. And of course, some rain too, which is a good thing because we do need the rain. And we've got actually what's going to be kind of a wetter, cooler weather pattern kicking off today compared to the hottest day of the year yesterday, where we hit 103 degrees out at Camp Mabry. Taking a look at our radar, here we go. Rain and storms beginning to spread in from the east. We have some showers now moving through areas like Fayette County, a few of those approaching Lee County and Bastrop County, where we've also been tracking a little bit of lightning. So if you're looking off towards the east here, if you're in some of those areas, Bastrop, out towards Giddings, LaGrange right now, I'm sure you're seeing some lightning and maybe even hearing some thunder. The Austin metro area currently quiet. However, all this will continue to spread westward over time, where I do think for us, we eventually, as we put a little 6-hour loop on this, we'll start to see those showers and storms firing up closer to the I-35 corridor as we get into about 3, 4, 5 o'clock today. So not a bad idea to have the umbrella with you. And then overall, this week will be much more unsettled. The reason being, we're actually tracking a weak front that's to the north of us, currently moving through parts of Kansas and Missouri. This will be working its way southward over time, and as it does so, bringing us the return of higher rain chances for your Wednesday and Thursday. We'll have to watch out for some slow-moving downpours, and with that, potentially even the threat of seeing some localized flooding. Wednesday, likely going to be featuring the highest chance for showers and storms. They'll continue through Thursday. That front clears our areas. We head into late Thursday, and then it takes all the moisture along with it. So by the weekend, we should be drier. What we're also going to experience is a little bit of a cool down too. Temperatures, in fact, today should be at least cooler than that hot day we had yesterday. 86 degrees for both the airport and Camp Mabry. We're starting to see this cloud spread into the downtown area, and eventually we'll start to see some pop-up showers and storms as we head into about 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon. Not all of us seeing rain today, but a few of us for the pickup line for kids. Austin ISD, I know, is your first day of school. Welcome back to school for today. Showers and storms possible for some areas for that pickup line. Could see some heavy downpours, some lightning, as we're already seeing with that line that's approaching from the east. These will continue through about 6, 7 o'clock before starting to die down as we head into tonight. And then tomorrow, we again will be looking at the return of more rain and storms as that front begins to slowly work its way in from the north. We'll have to watch that across the region. Rainfall totals, we're talking about anywhere from an inch up to 2 inches possible in some localized spots, but on average, most of us about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of rain for about the next couple of days. So it's just going to depend on exactly where some of those downpours end up. 99 degrees as we head into tomorrow. That cold front begins to sing southward, and then we'll start to see those temperatures cool with highs in the middle 90s, I should say, by Thursday, Friday, and for the weekend. Spotty showers and storms through your Thursday, and then as we head into the weekend, we start to dry things out for PBR Gambler days. Should be mostly sunny Saturday and Sunday.
Casey, I was excited to hear that.
Well, happy Tuesday and welcome back. We are tracking some rain and some thunderstorms on our radar here as we're getting closer to the noon hour now. Showers tracking in from the east along with some thunderstorms that will continue to work their way westward generally over time here. We will be looking at a couple of those making their way in and across the Austin area, across the I-35 corridor by this afternoon. Not a bad idea to have the umbrella with you. A lot of this will likely be fizzling out a little bit more as it tries to work its way farther off towards the west, but certainly we'll be tracking a chance to see some of those showers and storms across much of central Texas for today. Out the door right now, we've got some clouds spreading in across downtown where we are still dry. 86 degrees out of the airport and Camp Mabry. Those dew points still in the lower 70s. We're feeling that humidity. We'll be tracking that little batch of showers and storms. Again, that'll be working its way in from east to west. A couple of these popping up across the I-35 corridor as we head into this afternoon, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. The evening commute may be featuring a few of these across the area. Not all is seeing rain today, but a few areas will with that rain chance at about a 40% chance through this afternoon. High temperatures today climbing to around 98 degrees, so will be around average for this time of year. Certainly nowhere near the 103-degree high that we had yesterday as we do start to see things cool down a little bit thanks to the rain. Rain chances increase beginning today, but it's going to be kicking off a more unsettled weather pattern with daily chances for showers and storms for at least about Friday. The culprit being a weak front that's going to be working its way in from Wednesday through Thursday. Not only will that bring us some beneficial rain, but it's also going to be bringing us a little bit of a cool down. We will have to watch out for an isolated flood risk over the next couple of days. I'll be breaking that down coming up in a bit.
All right, Casey, we'll see you then. People from Florida to May.
Yeah, chances of rain.
If you're going out walking.
Some slightly cooler conditions. And speaking of Thanksgiving, I just updated the countdown here. Exactly 100 days away now.
Okay.
Today is exactly 100 days away, where our average high at that point in time is in the 60s. So we're getting there.
Oh, I hope.
We do, of course, have that to look forward to. In fact, 13 days away from now, Labor Day, our average high is already at 95 degrees. Friday marks a day where we get down to 97 for that average high. And then we quickly and steadily start to see those average temperatures actually fall. So yes, some kind of slightly good news here after we hit the hottest temperature we've had so far this year yesterday at 103 degrees. Now today we'll be right at our average, which is 98 degrees for this time of year. But notice how we see a little bit of a cool down here later on in the week. We're talking about middle 90s thanks to a front that we're tracking. It's a weak front. This isn't going to be bringing us an incredibly noticeable cool down, but hey, it's something. Currently draped across portions of the Central Plains. This is what's going to be diving southward and bringing us that cooler weather along with a chance to see some showers and storms. A higher chance, in fact, as it begins to budge its way in starting tomorrow. Now, out ahead of that today, we're actually tracking a completely separate little wave of some showers and storms that has been now pushing into our coastal plain zones. It's areas like LaGrange up towards Giddings, now starting to see some heavier rain spread that way. Where we're also tracking a little bit of lightning, and I do anticipate as we put a little loop on this, we will start to see some of the showers and storms eventually progress towards the I-35 corridor, bubbling up by this afternoon with a few of those possibly up towards the hill country too. Most of us across the I-35 corridor, certainly we are dry. Clouds starting to fill in. Temperatures right now at 86 degrees. Timing this out for the rest of today and a closer look in. Pop-up showers and storms shortly after about 1, 2 o'clock across I-35. Of course, we'll continue to see those out across the coastal plains for the next couple of hours. And then we could continue to see some spots of showers and storms through about 5, 6 o'clock. Not everyone getting rain, but a few areas will have to watch out for some heavier downpours, some lightning. These fade away as we head into tonight, and then we'll be looking at what should be another dry night ahead. It's tomorrow that we start to see what is going to be that front budging its way in from the north. This is going to allow for some higher coverage. Our showers and storms will be a little bit more numerous. In fact, tomorrow likely featuring the highest chance for showers and storms out of the week. We do have a level 1 out of 4 risk to see some isolated flooding beginning today across our eastern zones now through Wednesday and Thursday. So it's one of the things we'll be watching here. As on average, I would say we're talking about a quarter to a half inch of rain for the next couple of days. But notice some localized spots. That's where we could be looking at up to about an inch or so of rain. So we will have to watch out for, again, maybe seeing some flood advisories being issued here down the road. 98 degrees for a forecast high today, that 30 to 40% chance for showers and storms. You see that increase to a 50% chance for your Wednesday and hold at a 40% chance for your Thursday. As we get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that front pushing southward, we dry things up as high pressure builds in, but hey, temperatures cool a little bit. We're back into those middle 90s as we head into Friday and the start of the weekend. That is your forecast. We'll be right back with more news. Stay tuned after this break.